Hello, coming to you with another unboxing, this time of Etherfields by Awaken Realms. As with most Awaken Realms games, fairly large box, and you can definitely tell right away what's inside, which can be nice, especially when I'm trying to do unboxings. I know that it's a board game and not some random Amazon package. Let's open it up, see what's inside. My box did seem to arrive quite well. In good shape, traveled very quickly from Poland. Awaken Realms games usually very well packaged. I am expecting Tainted Grail Wave 2 coming very soon. This is the Wave 1 of Etherfields. I did not necessarily go all out this time. I think this is a more basic pledge if I recall correctly. Nice thick amount of foam. Should protect the contents inside. A couple of beautiful boxes in there. If you ordered the keys, I saw the messages. Those will be hidden underneath there. I did not order those. Every game from Awaken Realms always comes with some sort of surprise box. This looks like a bunch of exclusives for their upcoming ISS Vanguard. In one of the previous surprise boxes, I think it was Nemesis, I actually got this deck of cards here. It's just a regular deck of playing cards, which is apparently essential to playing this game. Some sort of deck of playing cards. So let's see what we've got inside. Let's see. We've got the Creatures of Etherfields. I did order the 5th player expansion. And of course, the core game. Not a particularly light box. There is the core game. Very beautiful artwork. Again, everything packaged very well, so the box does appear to have made it in very good shape. Go ahead and take a look. I'm going to aim this down a little. Now we've got a little less on the table. We'll figure out what's inside. All right. Tight box lid, but easy enough to get off. Didn't struggle too much with this one. Game manual. The scripts, which are very important to the game. And we have some save slots. Take a look at the board. Board is a 6-panel, nice thick board. As with most Awaken Realms, pretty good quality stuff. I did not order the playmat this time. When this particular Kickstarter was running, I was really trying to watch how much stuff I was purchasing. I may go back. They're going to reopen the pledge manager. I may go back and get the mat. I'm reading a lot, though. It's not really necessary, so we'll see after I get a few playthroughs in here. A lot of very interesting artwork. Very ethereal dreaming, which is definitely fits the theme well. We've got several punch boards. Take a look at those. You see the labeled pain, hate. What else we got? Insider. Chaos. similar large tokens. Haven't really read through much yet on this to know exactly the gameplay yet. I'm sure though at Awakened Realms they usually do a pretty good job. Nice thick stock for the punch boards. Free Spirit, Gambler, I believe these are the characters. A bunch of other tokens to go along with all of the characters. Yeah, I'm not really sure what all of these are, but I'm sure it'll be explained quite well for me. Some sort of little envelopes, I'm assuming, for saving progress. There is foam inside the box to help protect everything. Get you some nice snug fits. Make sure I hang on to those in case we need them. I usually sleeve all of my games. I did not get sleeves for this game purely because of the number of cards, and they said they were not going to be sleeve friendly. Apparently, you can sleeve in the sleeve. You can place your cards in the sleeve box if you got the Awakened Realms box of sleeves for that. There are all sorts of cards in here. It just seems to be never-ending amount of cards. Not really sure what they're all for yet. But I'll open those up at some point and figure it all out. I do know some of them are supposed to be somewhat secretive. You open them as you go. Thorn Knight, I believe that's one of the characters you can be. What else we got here? So, I do know that they're all numbered. They're supposed to have some sort of effect with the number. Which cards to bring in when to reveal them. So I'm not going to go through these right now just to... don't want to spoil anything, but let's take a good look at the minis. We have 2 trays of minis in here. This is the Sundrop. As with most Awakened Realms, the minis are really seem to be nice quality. I always love their Sundrop. I am not a particularly adept painter, so the Sundrop eliminates the gray plastic and gets you something that usually looks pretty nice on the table. Let's move this, see if we can get this to focus. There we go. Even some of the smaller stuff, just very well sculpted. I'm sure the painters do love just going to town on these types of things. We've got some bigger minis in here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I mean, you can see this is larger than my hand. I have fairly good sized hands, and this is this barely qualifies as a mini anymore. This is quite large. I'm sure it gives one heck of a table presence. The only complaint I'd have about it is it did not sun drop very well, even as I'm holding it. And I'm sure that's just because of the sheer number of surfaces and directions. To try to mass produce these things with some color is just difficult. But again, if you're a painter, I'm sure this would just be a wonderful, wonderful, enjoyable miniature to paint. Now this piece does seem flexible, but that's fine. Prevents it from breaking. I'd rather be flexible than brittle. What else do we have in here? Again, I'm sorry, I don't know the names of any of these. I'm just unboxing this now. Have not had time to go through the book and really study these guys. Once again, just lots and lots of fantastic minis. If this is standard Awakened Realms, these will be all of your player characters. And that big one will be something special and pivotal to the story. Let's see what else we got in here. A lot of books. I definitely do like the fact I don't see mold lines. These were cast with quality. I'm sure if I looked around hard enough I'd find them, but yeah, they seem to have been done very well. It did come with a couple of dice, a couple of D6s. We got standees, I'm not sure for what. Some sort of tokens. These are all plastic tokens, obviously. Some big chunky blue stones of some sort. Glass beads. Glass beads in 2 more colors. And anytime a company throws in a bunch of extra bags, I'm always appreciative, just to help store away the components, especially when you've got large amounts of punch outs. Take a look in the other bag, in the other boxes. Take a look at the 5th player expansion. Let's see what's in there. As you can see, the sides of the base game does have a little bit of artwork, but nothing super exciting on the sides of the box there. Just some basic artwork. Fifth player expansion box. Again, a couple of player boards. And just some more tokens to punch out. I'm assuming you just need more for the extra, for having the additional player. Otherwise, not a whole heck of a lot in this box. This is the type of box you hope that you can just place your character, what you need for this character, in with the main game. Additional standee, some more of these tokens here. And what I can only assume are character decks. Oh, this one is do not open unless you unlock this secret mode. So something very secretive in here. Now, what I'm assuming are character cards of some fashion for the additional character. Again, a couple of minis. I'm assuming for the Reaper. If I remember correctly, there's 2 modes for every character, so these would both be for the Reaper. Again, just beautiful sculpts. Alright, toss this to the side for now. And we'll take a look at what's probably going to be the most impressive box, the Creatures of Etherfields. Again, the box definitely survived shipping from Poland very well. Corners are all intact. Very, very tight fitting. And like they did in Tainted Grail, something I'm very appreciative of, a picture as to how to put them all back in the box. Once you have a bunch of these out on the table, they are generally difficult to get back in without that particular piece of paper. We'll take a look at the sculpting. Some, again, very, very large miniatures in here. I'm sure these have a great tabletop presence. For scale, these were those heroes from the first box. So very, very large table presence. Take a look at a few of them here. I'll pull a few out and get them to focus in. Again, I don't see too many mold lines. They look like they released very well. Even some textured bases, which is always appreciated. There are some smaller ones up top, a little less imposing creatures. Some sort of flying frog. I'm not sure if it's some sort of play on a mimic. Again, I'm sure painters will just have hours and hours of enjoyment and fun with these. I'm going to open up the surprise box. We'll see what's inside of there. These surprise boxes are always nice. It's bonus content that you don't really, you don't expect anything out of it, but Awaken Realms throws one in every time with these large Kickstarters. It's often content for a future game, even if it's sometimes just a little bit of shameless advertising for the next project. It's still really appreciated. So let's see what we got in here. All right, we've got Welcome to Etherfields. A list of what we got for stretch goals and what's still to come in the second wave. There is what appears to be some sort of dog tag. Let's see if we can get this out here. ISS Vanguard dog tag. ISS Vanguard, I know they are launching on their GameFound platform instead of Kickstarter. We have another book for ISS Vanguard. Definitely a lot of art and just a little bit talking about the game. Looks similar to one that they sent with, I believe Tainted Grail came with an ISS Vanguard book. Maybe that was Nemesis. One of them did. Or came with it across the back. Maybe this is new. I try to recall. There's, again, these stretch goal boxes are not things you expect. They're just things they throw in, or the surprise boxes rather, just things they throw in just as a treat to the gamer. And it's something I do always appreciate from Awaken Realms. They always send some sort of letter in that box, and it's typically some sort of big thank you to the backers, which is always really nice to see. So you can see there's just a nice thank you letter for having backed their project. So that's what we get this time. No special coins or anything, but this neat little dog tag, which is kind of cool. I'm sure very thematic for the ISS Vanguard game. Well, there you have it. That's all of my Etherfields Wave 1. I will have Etherfields Wave 2 when it shows up. That's probably a year or more off. Upcoming, I do have Tainted Grail Wave 2 coming up. I haven't received that yet, but I know that's on its way. And then I have the second wave of Black Rose Wars currently sitting in the other room waiting to be unboxed. So I'll have those up sometime in the next couple of weeks. In the meantime, have fun and enjoy your gaming.